Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to Jinjin's Cosmic if you didn't happen to be here. Perhaps it's time to meet your soul.
Have you ever felt like you were being pulled in many directions at once, standing at the center of an invisible thread where desires, emotions, and conflicts collide without pause? That is the familiar experience of Libra. For Libra, life is not just a series of simple personal choices. It is a spiritual journey where every step carries the mission of creating balance in a chaotic world. Libra is not merely a personality, it is the symbol of a sacred mission. On that path, they embody three different faces, three decans, three streams of energy that may seem separate but ultimately merge into one single destination: harmony. And under the light of the tarot, we listen for the messages meant for tomorrow. What must be prepared, what must be faced, and what is truly worthy of being received. On astrology, Libra is not a single, simple, or uniform personality. Within this zodiac sign lie three distinct streams of energy, three defining faces that astrology calls the Decans. Libras born between September 23 and October 2 are strongly influenced by Venus. They are drawn to beauty, harmony, and aesthetics in every aspect of life. For them, beauty is not just something to admire, it is the foundation of peace. Yet the shadow of this group lies in their sensitivity to ugliness or conflict. They can become prisoners of beauty, avoiding confrontation rather than resolving it fully. Libras born between October 3 and October 13 carry the combined influence of Venus and Uranus. This gives them a thirst for justice and a desire to break false balances. They cannot accept a surface-level peace that hides injustice or deception. They are willing to stand up and resist, even if it leaves them isolated. But their shadow is extremity, so consumed by their hunger for justice, they can fall into constant opposition, making daily peace difficult to find. Libras born between October 14 and October 23 are guided by Venus blended with Mercury. This group is gifted in connection, naturally diplomatic, communicative, and skilled at weaving bonds between people. They have a deep capacity for empathy, easily becoming confidants for many. Yet their shadow lies in excessive empathy, which can blur personal boundaries. At times, they forget their own needs and live like a ghost within someone else's life. Together, these three streams of energy form the complete portrait of Libra. One side is devoted to beauty and harmony, another to justice and truth, and the last to weaving soulful connections. These three paths may seem separate, but they all lead to Libra's ultimate purpose: to create the balance their soul has always longed for. On philosophical depth, what makes Libra stand out, beyond ordinary horoscope descriptions, is the philosophical depth hidden within. This is not just about surface-level traits, but about a spiritual journey of far greater scope. First, Libra is tied to a sacred mission. They are not merely individuals seeking balance for themselves, but symbols representing humanity as a whole. Libra can be seen as an archetype, an embodiment of the human longing to create paradise within earthly life. The path toward this mission unfolds through three core values: beauty, justice, and connection. Each of these paths is distinct, yet they complement one another, forming the greater journey every Libra carries deep within their soul. Second, Libra is always confronted with the duality of every quality. In them, light and shadow coexist. True balance is never a state of perfect calm. It is the result of moving through conflict and chaos. Only by facing their shadows can Libra find the solid foundation for harmony. This experience is not easy. It requires courage and great resilience to remain centered in the storms of life. Finally, Libra is not born simply to seek personal peace. Their deeper role is to become a bridge, to soothe and heal the fractures present in the world. By striving for justice, creating beauty, and building connection, they bring a current of reconciliation to the collective. Libra, therefore, carries a profound spiritual responsibility to remind humanity that balance is not a ready-made gift, but a difficult yet meaningful process, one through which both individuals and communities can move toward true harmony. Tarot and Libra, a message for tomorrow. 1. The High Priestess tomorrow begins in stillness. The High Priestess always represents quiet, intuition, and hidden truths yet to be revealed. When her energy opens for tomorrow, it suggests that the day will not begin with a rush of action, but with a necessary pause and invitation to find yourself again. For Libras born between September 23 and October 2, Decan I, this is a reminder to return to inner beauty. You often look for harmony in your surroundings, what you can see and hear. But the High Priestess teaches that there are times when you must set aside external decorations and tend instead to your inner room. Tomorrow, take a moment alone in a quiet space to reorganize your thoughts and let your intuition guide you. For Libras born between October 3 and October 13, Decan Roman 2, the High Priestess carries a different lesson. You are often driven by the call of justice, eager to expose unfairness and tear away illusions. But truth does not always need to be spoken immediately, nor must every hidden thing be revealed at once. This card reminds you that tomorrow, you may need to pause the storm of justice. Take a breath, observe, and listen to your intuition. Some moments call for action, while others call for silence, and silence at the right time can be wisdom. For Libras born between October 14 and October 23, Decan Roman 3, the High Priestess comes as a gentle warning. You live through connection and empathy, but sometimes that empathy dissolves your personal boundaries, pulling you too deeply into the stories of others. Tomorrow, preserve the silence you need to see clearly. What belongs to you and what belongs to someone else? The High Priestess helps you stand in the light of intuition, recognizing the healthy boundaries you must keep so you don't drown in emotions that are not your own. Whichever Decan you belong to, the shared message of the High Priestess is preparation from within. Tomorrow will flow more smoothly if you begin with stillness. A short meditation, a journal entry, or simply a morning without hurry is enough to realign your energy. This is how you step into the day not passively, but with clarity and steadiness rooted deep within. 2. The Chariot, the focus of tomorrow. If the High Priestess begins the day in stillness, the Chariot thrusts you into the center of action. This card symbolizes control, determination, and the ability to steer opposing forces forward in unison. Tomorrow, Libra's greatest challenge will be mastering yourself in the face of circumstances, rather than letting circumstances sweep you away. For Libra Decan I, September 23, October 2, your natural instinct is to seek harmony in everything. But tomorrow, imbalance may suddenly appear. A harsh word, a small conflict at work or home, or a detail that disrupts the refinement you expect. The Chariot doesn't allow you to run or avoid. Instead, it calls on you to prove your strength by managing your emotions, staying composed, and moving through the discomfort. This is not a test meant to break you, but an opportunity to show that true harmony comes from within, not just from what appears on the surface. For Libra Decan Roman II, October 3, October 13, the Chariot appears as a test of ethics. You may face a situation where you must choose between truth and comfort. The easier path is to look away, to preserve surface peace. But the Chariot suggests that if you are courageous, tomorrow you can take an important step forward on your justice-driven journey. Not everyone is ready to face tension, but your choice can set a long-term direction, not only for yourself, but also for those affected by the outcome. For Libra Decan Roman III, October 14, October 23, the Chariot presents a test of connection. You may find yourself in an important conversation where two opposing emotions collide. You will need both tact to maintain the bond and firmness to avoid losing yourself. If you bend too much to please, you'll feel empty. If you are too harsh, you may damage a fragile connection. The Chariot teaches that true power comes from knowing who you are, and from that clarity, speaking or acting appropriately. In the end, the Chariot's message to all Libras tomorrow is the same. Hold the reins firmly. Do not let external circumstances or surging emotions drive you. Every challenge is simply a pair of horses pulling in different directions. If you stay centered, you will guide the Chariot straight ahead, overcome obstacles, and move closer to the goal your heart desires. 3. Six of Pentacles, the energy of outcome. If the High Priestess begins the day with stillness, and the Chariot carries you through challenge, then the Six of Pentacles is the humane result, where giving and receiving return to balance. This card symbolizes kindness, fairness, and connections strengthened through generosity. It signals that even if the day begins quietly and tests you with tension, it will close with positive, harmonious energy. For Libra Decan I, September 23, October 2, your reward will come through recognition. The efforts you've made to bring beauty and refinement to your surroundings, the choices that spread harmony, will be acknowledged. Perhaps someone offers you a compliment, a gesture of appreciation, or an expression that they truly see the value you've created. This is more than a spiritual reward. It is affirmation that the beauty you give to the world is never in vain. For Libra Decan Roman II, October 3, October 13, the Six of Pentacles brings a sense of restored justice. After struggle or difficult choices, you may find balance again in a relationship, in a decision, or even through unexpected support from others. This could come as a surprising opportunity that shows you your fight for truth is not a lonely one. It is also confirmation that when you stand for what's right, the universe finds a way to return balance in your favor. For Libra, Decan Roman 3, October 14, October 23, the Six of Pentacles is the joy of sincere exchange. A word of thanks, a warm conversation, or a moment of deep connection may remind you that you are truly weaving bonds of the soul. This is a priceless spiritual reward, showing you that when you give your listening and empathy, you also receive joy and healing in return. The shared message of the Six of Pentacles is this: tomorrow will end in the energy of giving and receiving. Let kindness flow through you, both when you give and when you receive. Don't fear accepting help, and don't hesitate to extend your hand to another. In this simple, sacred cycle, Libra finds the harmony that your soul has always sought. A philosophical message for Libra tomorrow. Tomorrow is not just another 24 hours. It is a small exercise for the Libra soul, a lesson in moving through the tension between light and shadow, between beauty and truth, between connection and the self. The High Priestess teaches you to begin with stillness. The Chariot demands action with determination. And the Six of Pentacles delivers balance through giving and receiving. Libra's mission has never been to avoid the storm, but to prove that true balance can only be found after you've walked through chaos. See every situation tomorrow, whether conflict, challenge, or joy, as a piece of the greater journey of creating paradise on earth, the mission that Libra represents. This is how you learn that balance is not a gift handed to you, but an art of living that you are building step by step, each day. Whether you are the Libra of beauty, of justice, or of connection, whether you are the architect of harmony, the brave guardian of fairness, or the weaver of invisible soul threads between people, your journey carries one purpose: to return this world to its natural balance. Tomorrow is just one small but vital step in that path, where you learn to prepare in stillness, act with determination, and receive with love. Let intuition be your light, your heart be your guide, and your hands remain open to both giving and receiving. And if you see yourself reflected in any part of this message, share one word that describes the balance you are seeking. It might be peace, justice, truth, connection, or beauty. Let your soul speak, for in that very moment, you are already helping to weave harmony into this world.